So data has been vital in our grant seeking process for both philanthropics and for government. And they all ask for an evidence base of why it's an issue in the regions that we work in. We work across 6 regions, local government areas. So depending on the project, we need to be able to tell the story about, it might be vulnerability, or it might be engagement in education, for example. So we need to collect that data set for the region or the regions that we're applying for, and make sure that we've got that good story around data. And it also means that we can have a base measure, so that if we are successful in the grant, we can then use it as an indicator of whether we're having impact and shifting what everyone calls about shifting the needle, and making sure that we are having an impact. So Seer are helping us build suitcases and data sets so that we can quickly grab them when we need them, because we've got some of our own indicators. And I guess they're also raising our awareness about what else we could use, what other organisations that are similar to us are using, and have we thought about this? They're also building our capacity to know and understand data. They've done some onboarding for partners that we've got on our site, because what we want to do across the region is to be more data literate for what's happening in the South Coast region, share data sets and that sort of thing. So Seer help us do that, and yeah, I guess they're building our capacity as an organisation as well around data. So data plays a significant role when we're in discussions with communities, and I would say that that's growing in terms of data literacy, I suppose, and the trust around data with communities. And one really good example is we're working with one community at the start of this year. They want to do a bit of a revamp of We Have a Local Action Group. And one of the things we talked about was, let's have a look at the data and let's celebrate what's going really well for our young people. But then let's get unsettled about data that we're worried about, because that will then inform our next project and our next work that we need to delve into to support our young people. So that's a really good example. Same with another community, had a look at engagement in learning in primary school, and they started talking to people about anecdotal data, I guess, about what they're observing. And then we've gone to the more, all the data sets that have the backing behind them. And through Seer, for example, we'll develop some suitcases to tell that story, and then go back to the community and say, this is what it's telling us. This is what we've collected. Sometimes we collect our own data, but sometimes we'll go to someone like Seer and say, look, help us out. This is what we're exploring, looking for. And we build that story. And then it becomes that community story around data. I think that's really significant, and that they own it. And then that gives them a baseline as well to then move and shift and celebrate, get uncomfortable about, and then consider what we'll tackle.